What's up everybody, Peter McKinnon here, welcome back to yet another video.
When watching YouTube camera reviews, we are led to believe that the better the camera, the better the footage. But really, a better camera only means greater potential for better footage. And what they don't tell you is that to reach the maximum potential of your camera, you need to put in a lot of extra work while filming and editing.
Oh, look at all these apps that I'll never use.
The big camera brands heavily invest in YouTube ads and YouTube influencers to sell their products. And for that reason, they mostly focus their effort on mirrorless cameras because that's what vloggers use. But are mirrorless cameras fit to handle sports videography? In my opinion, they are not. Not at all, actually. So in this video, I'm gonna explain all the reasons why I think that is, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna let you know why, despite all these reasons, I still choose to film sports with a mirrorless camera over a camcorder all day, air day.
Click, 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 swish. I'm a videographer and I'm on the verse, so when I shoot my shot, I don't miss. Gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot.
Okay, so why do I think that mirrorless cameras are no good for sports videography? Well, I've got several reasons, but the first one is ergonomics. All mirrorless and DSLR cameras are built primarily for photography. Everything about this body is made so that you can easily put it up to your eye, snap a few shots, and put it back down. It is not made to be held steady for hours at a time. It's too light, too small, and the grip is not that great. A professional camcorder, on the other hand, is built to go the distance. Most of the weight is at the back and rests comfortably on your shoulder, while the rest of the weight is in your hand, but in a much more convenient and steady position with easy access to a servo zoom at the push of a button. The second reason mirrorless cameras are not ideal for sports is the lack of internal ND filters. When filming outdoor sports in the middle of the day, you need to use ND filters if you don't want your footage to look like this. And mirrorless cameras don't have ND filters, so you need to buy them separately, make sure you have the right size for the right lens, and of course, lenses come in all different sizes, so it quickly becomes a mess. Camcorders, on the other hand, have internal NDs, which means that you have several ND filters inside your camera that you can use at any time very easily. One more reason why mirrorless cameras are no good for sports is that most of them still have a 30-minute recording time limit, while camcorders obviously do not. Fun fact about this, by the way, you probably think that the recording time limit is there to prevent your mirrorless camera from overheating, which is also a big issue with mirrorless cameras that you don't have with camcorders. But that is not the reason for the recording time limit, because the actual reason, as weird as it may sound, is taxes.
In 2006, the EU instated a tax of up to 12% on video cameras imported into Europe based on their ability to record things like movies or television shows. So what classifies a camera as a video camera? You guessed it, the ability to record over 30 minutes. And this is because the EU considers photography cameras as information technology products, and you can see in this Canon manual that the maximum movie recording time is 29 minutes and 59 seconds. And this is to keep DSLR cameras out of the realm of video cameras for tax reasons. And you may think, that's a dumb reason to put a cap on my recording time. But if you consider that most people buying DSLR cameras probably aren't doing so for professional long-form video applications, so it wouldn't make much sense for companies to increase the price of their cameras and possibly lose customers, or to keep prices the same and decrease their profit margins. That said, it has still been frustrating for the video customers who probably found out about this limit when they realized that they lost footage from the camera automatically stopping the recording. I know this has happened to me, so let me know down in the comments how you first found out about this 30-minute limit.
Alright, so at this point, I could also talk about the fact that mirrorless cameras don't have things like XLR audio inputs, or shutter angle, or a servo zoom, or even a top handle. But I think you guys get the picture. The question still remains though, Why is it that despite everything I said so far in this video, I still prefer to shoot sports with a mirrorless camera over a camcorder? Well, the answer is simple. I just like how it looks. I still remember the day I saw DSLR footage for the first time. It was in the late 2000s, and I was working as a TV producer for a company called Sportsbrand. And shout out to all my ex-Sportsbrand colleagues, by the way. One of our shows had been filmed for the most part with a relatively new camera at the time called the Canon 5D. And I thought it looked incredible. At this point in my life, I had never seen digital footage that looked so much like real film. And I knew right then and there that this was the future. And I still think the same way today. So if it means that I have to be uncomfortable every time I shoot a game, and that I have to work twice as hard, and that I need to buy ND filters and a rig and a cage and an adapter for this and an adapter for that, then so be it. Because I love the look that much. By the way, if you're wondering where cinema cameras fit in all this, well, you're in luck, because one of the videos that I have coming up soon is a similar video where I'm comparing mirrorless cameras to cinema cameras. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, thank you for watching. My name is E, and I hope I earned the privilege of your time.